All right, today we're going to start talking about the Charlotte Hornets and their game tonight. As I was today, I'm still excited and I'm still pumped up. Let me show you why. Let me show you what I want to. Let's talk about this screen right here, and I want to tell you why. Because the Hornets tonight they have one, two, three, four, five, six. One, two, three, four. They have 6 games left. All right. And those 6 games, they have a team who's under 500, 2 teams under 500. Okay, 3 teams under 500. With the remaining games on their schedule, they have 3 teams under 500. Okay. So we have the Magic who are under 500. There's no excuse there. They're going to play the Pelicans again. That's going to be a match. But the Pels are under 500. Also, they have the Wizards who are gaining momentum. They are under 500. So tomorrow there is no excuse to lose to the Magic. The Orlando Magic should be a loss. Should be a win. All right. There's no way they lose to the Magic tomorrow. Then on Sunday, they play the Pelicans versus the Pelicans at home. All right. So there's no way and this is my opinion again, because they beat the Pels earlier in the season. All right. But the Pelicans are so streaky, you just don't know what you're going to get. You don't know if you're going to get a strong Zion. You don't know if you're going to get a strong Lonzo, BI. You just don't know what you're going to get. But there's no way that they should lose to the Pelicans, okay? So far, that would be 2 wins. Then the Nuggets, that's going to be a struggle, just like it was during the regular season. That's going to be a struggle, all right? So the Nuggets, so that's going to be 2-1. The Clippers, again, another team way over 500, all right? They're 8 games over 500. So that's going to be 2-2, all right? So then going and looking at the Knicks, they're not going to beat the Knicks. So that's going to be 3-2. Then at the Wizards, the way Bradley Beal and Russ are playing right now, I don't know. So that could actually be 4-2. Yeah, it could actually be 4-2. No. 2-4. 2 wins, 4 losses. Wow. That would actually be a big deal. 2 wins, 4 losses would be a big deal. All right. So let me go back to the other screen now. I definitely want to look at this again. Yeah, that would be a major deal. So if you got 2 wins and 4 losses, that should have them around the 10th seed. I don't know if that's what Borrego is trying to do or what, but there's no way that they want to be in that 10th seed. All right, so let's see what's going on here. All right, so we got the East. We got Charlotte in the 8th spot right now. All right, at 32 and 34. So with another 2 wins, that would give them 34 and 38, which would drop them to, around that 10th seed, which will put them in the play-in tournament. But that's going to be hard. See, because what you have to do in that play-in tournament, you have to play even better than you're playing right now. So is that a good thing? I don't know. I really don't know. But what they're doing, they're taking a chance. And if you ask me, Coach James Borrego, for some reason, it's like this part of the season, he's not really pushing or giving his – I don't know. I don't know. Tonight didn't look encouraging at all. It just – there was no flow. You know what tonight reminded me of? The beginning of the season, to where Devontae Graham was in the starting lineup, and they just couldn't get off. They couldn't get going. It was the same thing tonight, and that's not a good thing. Like I say, with the remaining part of the schedule, they look like they're going to only win 2 games, and this is me saying this, all right? They look like they only win 2 games out of 6. So in the remainder of 6 games, they'll go 2-4, which will put them at 30, 34, and 38. That's not good. That puts them at 4 games under 500. Wow. That's really not good. This is not a great way to end the season. And again, these are just my opinions. All right. But if I don't know, they have to find themselves in a position willing to push past where they are so them as a team can actually benefit from the playoffs. All right, because they want to go into the play-in tournament. And when I heard Coach JB on his interview, he talked about the play-in tournament. I don't see the play-in tournament. I don't see them prospering in that position. But if they feel like they can, that's something that the coach has more insight than I do. Because again, they have to give their all. And if they couldn't do it, and see, like I said, tonight the only difference was in Chicago, the middle got the heck beat out of him. And Zach LaVine, he came out and ready to play. See, it's something about when you have that monkey on your back that you have the rookie of the year or you have the all-star point guard to where teams get up to play. That's like a championship team. That's how much respect they have for you as a team. But do you have that own respect for yourself? See, they have the respect for you, but do you have the respect for yourself? Do you have the ability to stand up and say, man, we got to go 4 quarters. We can't play with this thing. We can't play with it at all. Now watch this. No excuse. Devontae Graham out the game. No excuse. So he's not the culprit or the villain. Gordon Hayward. So I guess what people are going to say now, we got to have Gordon back. We need him. Well, that's what I said about Detroit. Detroit is a team way under 500. Detroit won't even make the playoffs. Chicago is working their way back into it. With the way Atlanta's playing, we don't know what's going to go on. But I'll say again, they need to either strengthen up, man up, and do what's necessary to take it to the next level. And I want to say to those who do come on that we want to thank you for being on with Big J. Let's talk. We do appreciate you. Even after we live stream, many others come on and listen to the live stream and listen to the comments on the live stream. And we really appreciate that. You know, at each level of success and growth, there's always something that comes against you. But you have to be willing and fortified to continue to go beyond whatever press that you're in, to continue to go beyond what others say and do, because the measure of your success is definitely up to you. It's not what up to others say, what up to others won't do. You have to fortify your standards of your mind and push beyond where you are. And that's what we're going to do. All right. But again, the Charlotte Hornets, I don't know. But what I do know is they need to come out these last few games, and there has to be a difference in their play. There has to be a difference in their play. All right. Let me go back to the screen again. I want you to see it. This here. This is important. This is very important. All right, very important. So we got the Bulls tonight. That's one loss. We have the Magic tomorrow. That should be a win. And what I see, that should be a win. Then we have the Pelicans on Sunday. That should be I don't know. I don't know what to say about that game, but it all depends on what Pelican team shows up. It all depends on what Pelican team shows up. If Lonzo balls out and has 30 points and B.I. and Zion goes off, that's 2 losses. So then you got one win. No, you lost against the Bulls, so that's 1. You should beat the Magic, so that'll be 2. And you might lose to the Pelicans. So they can end up going 1-5 in the next 5 games. When I'm looking at, hold on, let me take this off right quick. When I'm looking at these teams and where they are, it's a possibility they could be in trouble. All right, so look at this. You lost to the Bulls tonight. All right, you got the Magic tomorrow. The Magic, you should beat the Magic because they're 21-45. If you lose to the Magic, we're in trouble. All right, so that'll be 1-1 after tomorrow. Then you got the Pels on Sunday. They're 6 games under 500. And it all depends, again, what Pelican team shows up. It all depends on what Pelican team shows up. All right, so if they beat the Pelicans, then that will put them at 2-1 so far in these last 6 games. And then on Sunday, they're not going to beat Denver. Almost 8 games over 500. So that will put them at 1, 2, 2-2. All right. Then the Clippers are almost 8 games over 500. So that will put them now 2-3. They're not going to beat the Knicks. So that will put them at 2-4. And Westbrook and Bradley Beal are playing. So they might only go 2-4 in the rest of these games. And if that is the case, they are in trouble. And let me tell you why. Because if they cannot beat some of these teams that they have in the rest of this tournament, they are in trouble. Look at this. All right, they got the 8 seed so far. But what they have to do is they have to go in. You got to beat the Pelicans. All right, right now the Pels are not even in the playoff picture. So you got to beat the Pelicans. All right? You're going to beat the Magic for sure. But if you can get Denver or get the Clippers, get at least one of those games, that puts you in playoff potential because those are top-tier playoff teams. And you need to knock one of those teams off. Which one? I don't know, but you need to knock them off. And if you do that, you're all right. But my hope is that the Graham, he can play. I'm sorry, we need him. My hope is that Miles Bridges is back, that Malik Monk is healthy, because you're going to need a full roster, a full squad to compete going out of the season, going into the playoffs. So I hope they're ready. You know, if they can stay ready and stay on point and be ready to go, they have the opportunity and they have the chance. On my video today, I talked about the past speaking to the future. And I talked about Lonzo Mourning and Grandmama, Larry Johnson. I've been a Hornets fan for a long time. And I talked about even Muggsy Bogues and Dale Curry, those guys back then. And the reason you hear Dale Curry now get so excited about LaMelo Ball, it's like a fraternity of brothers. And within that fraternity of brothers, they're looking for LaMelo to deliver what they couldn't. So there's a lot of expectations. See, Michael Jordan, even though he's the owner, he was the opposition at that time. He was not a part of the Charlotte Hornets, even though he's the owner. But you still have guys, man, who are true to that team. And again, we know Alonzo Mourning went to he ended up going to Miami and closing out his career there. He had kidney issues, and so he had to shut it down. And then you had Grandmama going to New York to the Knicks. He was the first male athlete basketball in the NBA to portray that role as a woman before Dennis Rodman with his gold teeth in the front of his mouth, gold tooth. But anyway, yeah, I've been a Charlotte Hornets fan a long time. So like I put today, the past is waiting. And in my thumbnail, I put Larry Johnson passing the torch to LaMelo. And sometimes I think, I know I'm guilty, that we put too much pressure on LaMelo and maybe have too high of expectations. And I think what we need to do is back up a little bit and find the creativity to make it a team effort. Because even though LaMelo Ball is that great and that good, he can't go out and beat 4 or 5 players by himself. Because if we look at the law of numbers, 5 can't go into 1. So he needs help. And I believe what needs to happen, JB needs to step back and let the players facilitate the team. That's my opinion. He needs to step back and let the players facilitate the team. I remember Phil Jackson wouldn't call a timeout. Kobe and Shaq had to figure it out. MJ had to figure it out. I think they're at that level now. They have to go beyond AA basketball where the coach has to fix and solve everything. They'll never win like that. They will never win like that. But as you see it, they can't afford to lose to both the Clippers and the Denver Nuggets. They have to beat one of those games. Also, the Wizards are under 500. They have to beat the Wizards. It's very important. It's very critical. If they can take 2 out of 3 of those last 5 games, or even 3 games out of those, that would make a big difference. It would make a great difference. All right. So what we want to do is to make sure that somewhere they take wins. So I showed you we got 6 games left, and I showed you the playoff brackets. These 6 games are pivotal. They're important. They are must wins. All right. So I wasn't going to be on long tonight. What I just wanted to come on and do is share my opinion about today's games, and we're starting our live stream, and we're going to keep live streaming. All right. So I just want to say thank you to all those who do support and all those who are part of Big J. Let's talk. We do appreciate you. If you watch this stream later, I hope something was said to shed light or insight on what your thoughts are about the playoffs. All right. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Growth has no limit. It's all about consistency, and we will be consistent no matter what, no matter when, no matter where, or no matter how and why. We will be consistent. Be the best, and the best you will become. Have a blessed day. God bless you.